Hello! Have you ever been sitting in a classroom and you think to yourself, man, I wish I could be doing anything else right now. But with the power of fidget toys, you can. I have assembled a collection of 21 different fidget toys, and today I'm going to rank them on a fidget toy tier list. Of course, I can't do this alone because I'm not nearly neurodivergent enough. So I've brought along Nix. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello. We have 21 fidget toys to review, and we got to rank them all on the tier list to find out which is the superior fidgeting device and which is a pile of shit.
What happens if we argue over them?
Well, I've put it somewhere in the middle, I guess. So down by your side, there's a bunch of things. They're all sorted into piles of similar things. Whichever one takes your interest, grab it out. I called these the Twisty Boys.
Oh, they're these.
Do you know how to do the dog?
No, I don't.
I can do the dog, I'll do the dog. So these feel like they're made of cheap Chinesium.
Well, they are. Oh yeah, they don't feel very nice. This one's already broken. It's not ratcheting.
Dog!
Dog!
Woo! That's where we're just gonna throw them that way, okay. What's your review? Give me a review.
Well, I mean, it broke as soon as I picked it up.
So for quality, not that high.
No, I don't know. It didn't have that nice of a ratchet.
But as an idea, as a concept, I feel bad for it. We need to give it the benefit of the doubt.
Benefit of a doubt for me would be D.
My problem with it is that it's sort of limiting. There's a certain number of things you can create with it. Like I can make a dog. Like that's about it.
Yeah.
So I feel like it would just be me turning it into a dog and then back again. So you reckon D tier?
Yeah.
I would say B tier. I kind of have a soft spot for it.
So somewhere in the middle?
Yeah, we can say C.
Yeah.
That's a good benchmark to compare it to. Something right down the middle.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. What's next?
What are these? Oh.
Sticky cats. I don't know why these are actually cool, but they're like little cats and they're like sticky and squishy. Oh, that's a good noise, out.
You have to land it flat.
Give me that slap noise. Can you imagine a whole classroom of kids doing this?
I can!
Teachers would just have to deal with. They're kind of horrible.
Do you not like them?
I hate the texture.
The texture isn't... I kind of...
Oh god, smell it.
It smells like
Chinese
silica.
No sympathy.
Get not liking the texture, but I think if they weren't sticky... the texture would be okay.
So you're saying if they changed the texture wouldn't be a problem?
Basically, yes.
Okay. They're not really fidgety. They're just kind of...
No, do this.
Oh, that's all right. Quality.
I like it, but you can't bring it around with you because anything will get stuck to it.
Yeah, and people will fucking judge you for carrying around a sticky
Oh, don't feel your
cat.
hands.
Ugh. No, I'm gonna have to live with that now.
E?
Yeah, E. It's just barely fidgetable.
Ooh.
Bendy Boys.
Oh.
These are similar to the first one we reviewed. They're sort of like snaky tubes that can bend. I was in a group therapy session once and there was a girl that had like 10 of these
Hell yeah.
in her pockets. She didn't give me one, she gave everyone else one.
Oh.
And that was the last time I did group therapy. They make a good sound.
They do. They make a much nicer sound than the Twisty Boys.
It's quite good because you can hit people with them as well. Ooh.
Oh, they like the snap bands.
Snap bands. Oh wait, can you join the ends together and wear it as a bracelet? Wait. Have you done it?
No, I can't get over my hand. See if it fits.
It's a
bit big for you, but...
You can technically put it together and wear it as a bracelet. That's cool. Oh, you've discovered something. Turn it into a ball and then crush it. Ooh, it's the sound. The sound is good.
It is. It's a really good sound.
I like that. I don't know if it's my kind of thing. Like it's not hitting the spot for me. Clearly it is for you.
I'm really tempted to say A. I want to say S, but there might be something better.
So you reckon A tier?
Yeah.
All right, we'll put it there for now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm keeping this one here.
Okay.
What on earth is this?
So this is like a big puzzle kind of thing. Most of these came in like a box together, but a few of them I ordered separately. I think this was one of the ones. I didn't really think about it too hard. How it works The basic shape of the rotate and slide puzzle, that's a zinger of a name, is cylindrical. The cylinder is divided by several ring-shaped sections. These sections can rotate independently. Already that sound is driving me mad.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Ew, why does it sound like a bag of Skittles?
It's clearly got no like tolerances built into it, so it's just rattling.
Yeah, what if you roll it?
No.
Oh yeah, do that in the classroom. Your teacher will love it. Sorry teacher, it helps me focus.
It sounds like my moped starting up.
That is horrible. I think that's our first F tier.
Yeah. Oh, this can go away. I hate that so much.
Piss off, puzzle tube. The light. Balls. Stress balls. The classic. Something that you can take your primal anger out on.
Oh, they're just foam.
They're foam. There's like a hole in them that air comes out. You feel that? It smells like a Vietnamese factory.
I don't know, I've never been a fan of the foam stress balls.
Oh. Wait here.
Oh god.
My sister went on a trip to Japan a few years ago and got a Japanese stress ball out of a vending machine.
Oh, these!
It's like a light bulb and it's filled with like Orbeez.
These ones are great.
So this won't be a part of the list, but it's a little bonus.
These ones are the ones that I prefer.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like having this on a keychain is the only place like it deserves to be. They're bouncy.
Whoop. Well, they are foam, so I'd expect that. Oh, does this one? No.
It's like a sticky cat.
When they were sticky, because I used to have one, because they come sticky, that's why it's covered and stuff, you could like splat it.
So, stress balls, kind of weak. Oh, they're sort of different squishiness. This is like a lighter squish. I think this is a bit softer. Gee, the projector.
Maybe.
Oh my. Stress balls as a concept, great.
Yeah.
But
when they're full foam, they just don't have...
Yeah, they don't have any character. That's
No.
what they're missing. I don't think they're as bad as the sticky cats.
I don't think they're better than the twisty boys though.
Yeah, so D.
D, yeah.
This is a very even distribution. This is good. Next one up is a classic. Look, it's endorsed by this guy.
Oh, record holder.
Matt Volk.
Oh, I normally don't like Rubik's Cubes. So it's meant to be for speed competitions, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if this would be competition really, but
No.
it's so much smoother than a regular
Yeah,
Rubik's Cube.
I normally don't like how clunky they are. Do you want to see how fast you can solve it?
I actually don't know how to solve a Rubik's Cube.
Neither.
I can solve a Pyraminx, which is like the
Yeah.
pyramid version. I have one of those over there.
Those are harder, aren't they?
No, they're piss easy. If you know how to solve it, it's a really good time waster.
Yeah.
And everyone thinks you're cool by doing it. So I think for that, it's going to rank pretty high. Like, if you don't know how to solve it, then it's not that great.
Yeah, so for us, it's not that great.
So I don't think it can be S tier for that
No.
reason. But I think, well, I'm thinking A tier.
I don't know if it's as good as the Bendy Boys.
Yeah. Maybe a B, there's a gap in B.
Yeah. Should we put it B and we can change it around later?
We'll put it in B. The classic Rubik's Cube.
Do I throw this?
Ooh, I don't know, it might explode.
Might explode.
No!
Oh, no.
The pieces came off. And look at what they've done to my boy.
It's all the centerpieces.
It's all the centerpieces have come out. Now this next one has become pretty commonplace. This is actually not the official honor roller. This is a Amazon bootleg. Yes, so sort of the idea with it is you chuck it in your hand, you can spin it around like that. I don't know if you can see that. It's got like two tubes and they kind of spin around, and you can just have it in your hand and idly do, repetitive motion like that.
This is kind of similar to the one I designed.
I don't know if it's especially fidgety. You can also, just do that. There's like a hand massage, I guess. See, I think the problem with it is we've already run into a wall with what we can do with it.
Because it's kind of just made to do this.
Yeah, it's not very versatile.
No.
Also worth noting, the official Ono roller is $40.
Fucking hell. Really?
Yeah, for that. I mean, it's like proper, like real nice metal, but I don't think it's worth $40 still.
No.
I'm sort of playing devil's advocate here. Yeah, it's got a nice weight to it. It's pocketable.
You've said pocketable about 5 times so far.
Well, I mean, they all sort of fit in your pocket, except for the puzzle tube.
Puzzle tube.
It's okay, but I don't think it's much better than okay. Is it better or worse than a stress ball?
I think it might be the same. Because
Mm,
it's the same as like, a stress ball is kind of like
you can do one thing.
one
with it.
thing with it.
I'm happy to put
Yeah,
it in D
so
tier.
I'd say D.
The next one is the strange bags. I went through and opened up all of these toys, except for these, because if you look in here, they're
Glass beads.
it's a bag full of glass beads. Oh God, do we dare open Pandora's box? I mean, well, let's open one. What is
Why?
the idea here?
I don't actually know.
They're just beads.
Yeah,
It's just landfill.
it's literally just plastic waste.
Why? I mean, you can sort of grab one and
This
roll
one isn't even round.
Ew. It's got like a tumor on it. You can sort of roll it around between like two of your fingers. That is horrible.
Yeah,
That's going straight to F tier. I'm
Yeah.
gonna grab the bin.
yeah, that's probably a good idea.
No, the beans are running.
Is it literally just a way of selling plastic waste?
Yeah,
Make
maybe
money.
maybe the bead factory just had some extras and it's like, you know what we should do with them? Fidget toys.
Was it actually listed as a fidget toy?
It came in the fidget toy box.
What?
With like 10 others. That's straight to F tier. That's
Yeah,
horrible.
that's horrible.
All right, next up is the tubes.
The tubes.
So, on first inspection, not that much. Are you ready for the party piece? Did you ever have one of those tubes that like has a little ball in it, and when you're trying to upside down,
Oh,
it goes,
yeah. Yeah, I did.
This definitely fits the obnoxious. Oh God, the obnoxious fidget toy thing. Oh, you can make a big ring of them. Whereas a necklace. Yeah, style. Wearable fidget toys are something that we need to cash in on.
We do. We need to get some. Well, the thing I designed was meant to be a necklace.
Yeah. So, do you want to explain your fidget toy design?
Oh, yeah. So I got bored over the summer and basically decided that I needed a fidget toy. Well, it's kind of like the roller, except it had interchangeable wheels. And it was meant to be worn around your neck like a necklace.
Like a little
you could
pendant
yeah,
thing.
like a little pendant. But I've never gotten around to making it.
Right. So, the sound is really cool. If there's a human within a kilometre of you, they'll stab you.
Yeah, pretty much.
And apart from that one thing that they do, you can whack someone with it. Self-defense tool. And fidget toy. You reckon E?
Yeah, let's go for E.
Of course the trans girl wants to go for E. There's a trend emerging here, which is most are bad.
Most are bad, yeah.
Right, so these became ludicrously popular. There was the fidget cube that became popular, there was the fidget spinner that became popular, and then there's these. These are the new age fidget toys, these bubble pop things. So you put them down on the table, and you can squish all the bubbles in.
And then when it's on the other side,
When it's on the other side, it pops. I like the idea of these keychain ones.
I prefer having more of them
Oh, I see.
before you have to reset them.
They're pretty good. Like, you could easily take something as small as this with you wherever you're going. Like, it is silent if you want it to be as well. Like, you could just sort of one-hand it like this. Fidgetability. This is like 10 out of 10, I think.
Yeah,
And it comes in trans colours.
it does come in trans colours.
These are going to be pretty high up on the list.
I think A.
Yeah, put it in A.
Yeah, A.
So these are, it's like a Chinese finger trap kind of thing, but it's got a ball in there that you can sort of push back and forth over this side and then over that side. It feels okay. It's kind of sharp.
Yeah, the
at
edges are really sharp because they haven't been like burnt off.
Actually, that's quite good. You can stab someone. Fidget, stab.
Fidget stab.
Fidget, stab.
Yeah, fidget stab.
Don't stab yourself. I mean, we're on a quest for dopamine here, and this is not providing it.
Yeah, this isn't providing dopamine.
I'm getting stressful vibes. You know, it's like the same thing. You can do one thing.
If
with
you
it.
mean they're stressing me out, then
They
yes.
do kind of stress.
They're stressing me out.
They might even, yeah. I think they're probably worse than the roller.
They are.
So probably sticky cat tier.
Yeah, sticky cats here.
E tier. This is $200 worth of fidget toys,
Yeah.
by the way.
Zach's very irresponsible with money. Oh, this.
So this is like a little pod
Oh, so
full
they
of
can't
peas.
they can't pop all the way out.
It's like having the satisfying motion of popping an edamame bean out without it actually doing the satisfying bit.
It's actually not horrible.
It's like a keychain thing. So that's it. That's quite good to have on your keychain.
Yeah.
It looks good. It looks fun. And then you can just sort of squeeze it, and then the little beans come out.
Actually, I think
They have faces on them.
I don't think the side ones do, because they don't come out enough.
Yeah, so it's just the middle one. That
Yeah,
actually
I wish
comes
the
out
side
enough.
ones came out more.
I think it's good because it's like really discreet.
Yeah.
Like it's not like whipping out one of those bubble pad things and going like beep boop beep boop beep boop beep. The accessibility, like you're always going to have your keys on you, just because the accessibility.
And this is kind of a soothing
yeah.
action, to be honest. Just doing this.
On its own, it's not that great to fidget with, but just because of the ease of access.
And also, it's like really easy just to hide.
Yeah.
I think I prefer it over the Twisty Boys, but I can't say I prefer it over the Rubik's Cube.
Okay. We can chuck it in D tier. Alright, next up we have the Infinity Cube, which is like a cube that you can continue folding in on itself. Yeah. It's built like shit.
As a feeling though, it's kind of nice.
Yeah, I feel like if it was built better, this would be really good.
Yeah.
It's quite nice to have like a repetitive motion, but it's not as repetitive as like the stress ball or the roller.
Yeah, no.
On paper, it's great, but it's just not hitting the spot for me. Yeah, it might be D.
The stress balls. Because again, great concept, but just kind of bad execution.
Great concept, bad execution, not funny. Didn't laugh.
What's next?
Fidget spinner.
Ooh.
This was really weird. This was the only fidget spinner I could find on Amazon.
Wait, really?
Like, I was expecting hundreds of pages of them. This is the only one.
Do you know I used to make fidget spinners and sell them?
There was always, in the fidget spinner craze, 2017, there was always the people that decided to profitize on it.
I had a 3D printer, and ceramic bearings were really cheap. So I was just like, I'll just make some. And they were probably the best fidget spinners I've used.
So it's got the bubble dimple things.
Yeah,
that we
so the
saw in the
poppers.
last ones. So you can like pop those back and forth. So it's sort of like a 2-in-1 kind of thing.
Yeah.
The fidget spinner itself isn't that great. It's kind of plasticky and
It's plasticky, but it's not the worst I've had.
it's not the
used.
worst. It's totally usable.
It spins for quite a while as well.
Bazinga. Fidget spinners themselves are really good. Like if you can get a nice quiet one, they're
Yeah.
really discreet, they're portable. With the dimples on it, I feel like that's even better. Fidget spinner, as a category, I feel like it's going to be quite high.
Yeah.
Is it S tier?
If we're judging it off of that one, no.
I don't think that one's S tier.
No.
But I feel like
There are S tier ones.
there are S tier fidget spinners.
I think it's definitely A tier.
Definitely, yeah. Okay, I think if we're rating it based off of the thing itself and not
Yeah.
the category, that's going to be A tier.
What is
Next up is the fidget pad, which should be in a box. There it is.
Yes.
I used to have one of these.
Did you?
Yeah. This gave me tinnitus, which I still struggle with today.
How did it give you tinnitus?
We'll get to that. This is like a little gamepad kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's got switches and buttons and spinners. Those rollers are quite good.
Yeah.
That's a good sound.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
It's got a joystick here. It's got 4 buttons, which all have slightly different clicks. 2 of them don't actually click, which I really can't get behind. It's got a switch there. It's got a sort of spinny, rolly bit there. It's got this thing on the back, which is like a lighter. It's got rolly things on the sides.
It's also got another rolly thing which doesn't ratchet.
So it's got a good variety, and it gave me tinnitus because whenever I gave this to a friend and they discovered this lighter thing, they would go up right next to your ear and flick it there, which would make your ears ring for like a couple minutes. Don't do it to
My
yourself.
ears are already ruined, so I've already got tinnitus.
It's got a whole bunch of variety. It's small, it slips into your pocket real nice. It's nice and rounded. Like, even when it's made cheaply, it's hard to get it wrong. I like it.
Yeah, I do
I like
quite
it.
like it.
I mean, it's not perfect, so we can't really put it in S tier. Like, I'm thinking A or B.
I think B.
Probably B. So next up is, it's in a little black case.
Is this where all the money went?
I think this was like 30 bucks. So this is another kind of fidget spinner, but it's like a cube with gears on it.
Can I keep it?
It's quite good. So this is like actually made of like proper metal, and it comes in this, which I'm pretty sure it's fake carbon fiber, but it comes in a nice little case. Get a close up of this action. So you can spin it like a regular spinner, or you can hold it by these and you can spin it like that.
Oh, that's really cool.
That's really good.
Yeah.
It doesn't quite get like the gyroscopic force that you get with a fidget spinner, where it sort of has resistance as you try and twist it.
But I don't think that's what it's aiming for.
I don't think it is, no.
Oh!
You sort of get it a little bit, but all the mass is quite centralized.
Yeah, it's very heavy. It is clearly bronze or brass.
Yeah, like it's really well built. And it's silent too, or nearly.
Well, it's silent enough that you could just have this under the table and nobody would notice.
I feel like this will be quite good for adults, because a lot of this is very like kid-friendly looking.
Yeah.
Like they're all sort of wacky colors. But this one, like, this is something that you can just put on your desk at work.
I think that's the first S tier.
It might be an S tier, yeah.
I think that's the first S tier.
Like, I think the only drawback is the gears are kind of sharp.
Even then, if you really were worried about it, you could just get a file.
Yeah, true.
I really think this is S tier.
Okay, that is our first S tier. We have peaked. It doesn't get any better than this. $30 well spent. All right, next up is the dodecahedron, which I think is in a box.
The blue box. It does actually say autism.
Yeah, it says blah, 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 autism on the top. Black.
Well, brilliant. It's brilliant.
I don't know if that's going to be in focus.
So what it's saying is I'm going to enjoy it.
Autism. Black. So this is sort of like the fidget pad. It's got a variety of things. Or like a fidget cube, except, of course, more sides. There's 12 sides on this.
That's annoying me because it's not centered.
Is it not? Oh God, look at that. Didn't even bother centering that switch. A lot of these I just don't understand.
Yeah.
But you only need to understand like 2 or 3 to get something out of this. I think this would stick out in a pocket a little bit.
No, it's not.
So nothing's centered. It doesn't really fit in the pocket. It's quite childish looking.
How do they manage? This is centered.
Weirdly, they've managed to have more variety than the fidget pad, but less things that I would actually want to use.
I don't know.
It's meh.
Yeah.
It's a bit meh. Like this may be another D tier.
I think it's another D tier. I love how the only C has been the Twisty Boys. It's the only one that we've like not had anything that's like too harsh to say about it.
Yeah, that's the benchmark. Above C tier is really good, below C tier is really shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
The dodecahedron, D tier. Right. I mean, they're like the sticky cats.
They kinda are.
Except somehow less interesting. Flung the wrong way.
Yeah.
I feel like really good for hitting people with. Oh, it landed on my desk. This would drive a teacher insane if someone had these in the class.
Well, I've got one left. This would happen if I got this in like school.
Yeah.
They'd all go across the room.
Yeah. They're sort of underwhelming.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot going on. Like they sort of stretch, you can spin them around. But
Yeah, spinning them isn't horrible, but
it's not horrible, but I wouldn't really want to sit next to someone who's like typing with one hand and spinning a string with the other.
yeah, the texture's also a bit unsettling.
Yeah, it's not nice. I think that's an E tier.
Yeah. Why is everything tube-shaped on an E tier?
Yeah, everything tube-shaped
is below E tier, or E tier or
doomed to
below.
fail. All right, next up is the ring things.
The ring things.
I have fun naming these.
Oh.
This is one of the ones that I opened up and I have no frickin' idea what it is. So it's like 2 rings joined together and they've got these weird metal bits on them. I have no idea what these are about.
Do you want to know what these are?
What?
They're literally just chain links from a mountain bike chain.
Yeah, I think they are. Yeah, I feel like maybe we're just not getting it, but I feel like
Maybe.
if 2 people don't get it, it implies it's a bad product.
Yeah.
I think this is quite possibly worse than sticky cats.
I think it is F.
F tier. All right, next up we have spiky snakes. Ugh.
I think they're going to be the... Oh, it's a unicorn. I think it's the same as the smooth snakes, except they've just got a different texture to them if you run your hand down them.
The texture is slightly better.
It is. It's gone from carnival price to dollar store.
That's a good measurement. Oh, it's a unicorn. That makes up for it. That makes it so much better.
They kind of look like the worm on a strings.
Yeah, they're sort of like a worm on a string, except so much less interesting.
Yeah.
I think it's just made it into D.
Yeah.
Our last one is the pad spinner.
Click, spin, flip, glide, roll, breathe.
This is the 2-in-1 thing I was talking about earlier.
Oh. Oh.
That's a really bad bearing. So it's got like all the things that you'd find on a fidget cube. It's got like the little breathe thing. It's got the buttons which all click the same, which you would like.
That's good.
I wish this button on top clicked.
The fidget spinner is really bad.
Oh, it's
I don't even know if it has a bearing.
It's off balance. It's definitely worse than the fidget pad.
100%.
But it does have some redeeming factors, like the sheer clickiness of those rolling things.
So I think it's our second C tier.
Okay, C tier, pad spinner. I feel like we should put together a top 3.
100%.
Let's get out the S and A tier ones. Okay. So we have all of the S and A tier ones. We have the gear spinner, which I think is gonna have to be number 1.
Yeah, 100%.
Really well built, really nice. The gears are really nice. It spins really well. It's got a nice bearing in it. What do we think for second place?
I think you know what I'm gonna say.
You're gonna say the Bendy Boys?
Yeah.
Okay. I would vote for the Bubble Boys.
You reckon?
I don't know. I mean, like, this is sort of where it comes down to personal preference.
Yeah.
Like, they're both built quite well. So I'd say my top 3 is Gear Spinner number 1, Bubble Boys, and then I would say Fidget Spinner as a category. This specific one is probably not so good. But
Yeah.
as a category, Fidget Spinners would be my number 3.
Yeah, I think my favourite 3 is the gear, definitely first. And then the Bendy Boys. And then the fidget spinner.
So Gear Spinner, Bendy Boys, and then the fidget spinner. Okay, well, that is it. That is all 21 of the fidget toys we collected today, lined up on the board. Thank you for tuning in. It has been a pleasure having you. Click here for another video where I review something stupid. Or you can click on my face to subscribe.
Woo! Woo! Oh, fuck.